And we're back looking at XLM. It's currently not 5 in the morning. Price action looking for the strongest area of support down below as we reach toward resistance overhead. It would appear 27 cents is a key level. We need daily candles opening and closing with wicks and bodies above to confirm as support, as we are under the influence of bearish Robo advisors since November around that 34-cent level. I anticipate continued interaction downward toward horizontal key level here, 22 cents. Failure to hold that level could bring us all the way down to 17 cents, the strongest area of technical support waiting for us. That is where I anticipate continued interaction toward, as long as bearish Robo advisors are present. We are currently interacting with the top side of a descending trend line here, interacting with it as support, which could be very bullish here for us as we build the momentum necessary to plow to and through resistance overhead at 27 cents. So this descending trend line could come into play as a very bullish area of support here for us if we continue to see bullish interactions with it like we have been. We've been interacting with the top side of this descending trend line as support ever since breaking above it throughout the end of December, and we've been interacting with it in a very bullish manner ever since. So we're looking for continued support off of this descending trend line as we await bullish confirmations from EngineeringRobo. This combination of Robo advisors suggested an area of accumulation around the 26-cent level throughout the end of July. After accumulation, prices saw up to 63% in upside before bearish parameters met throughout September, and if you chose to take profit when EngineeringRobo became bearish around the 32-cent level, you were saved from up to 21% in downside over the following 21 days. And our most recent interaction with bullish parameters met throughout the beginning of October saw up to 22% in upside over the following 35 days. And our most recent interaction with bearish Robo advisors throughout November saved you from 35% in downside over the following 18 days. And we are still currently more than 22% down at current levels as we await bullish parameters to be met and confirm support down below. So let me know your thoughts on XLM. Here we have a more particular article. So far we've been reading about, billionaires and multi-billion-dollar entities getting into crypto and accumulating Bitcoin recently here at the moment. Looking at an article titled UK Air Traffic Tech Firm Uses Hedera Hashgraph to Track Drones. Rather bullish for any investor in the Hedera Hashgraph project, in my opinion. The article continues with Hedera's public ledger consensus service was recently used to gather, store, and order millions of data points in a drone data trial sponsored by the government of the United Kingdom. Hedera worked with Neuron Innovations, a London-based aviation technology company, to trial the safe sharing of long-distance airspace by commercial, military, and government drones. A quote from high-up officials at Neuron Innovations read, "We have made unmanned long-distance drone travel possible using safety-critical aviation infrastructure. Each flight creates millions of data points, which no other public ledger has been fast enough to log and correctly order." This experiment, backed by the UK Department of Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, was one of a number of drone-related tests. The main finding from the study was that it was possible to follow unmanned aircraft after they had passed out of view. Hedera Hashgraph is a high-security, public, distributed ledger technology network based on a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm. The proof-of-stake concept, which demonstrates that a certain procedure or concept is feasible, utilizes the Hedera consensus service and the Hedera token service. Well, in my opinion, a very bullish use case here for the Hedera Hashgraph network, a very bullish increased exposure and adoption for cryptocurrency overall. It is always nice to see increased adoption and use case for Bitcoin, and so I do believe this is some very bullish fundamental analysis here for the longevity and the continued trajectory for Hedera. This does suggest continued upside here for it. But let me know how you feel about this article down below. We're looking at the crypto spheres here. Price action in the green. Lots of projects experiencing some nice upside here today as support is beginning to be solidified. We have Rose experiencing 21% in upside. We talked about that yesterday. Phantom, Harmony, and Gala currently experiencing 10, 13, and 18% in upside. Near Protocol experiencing 14% in gains as well. The projects in the red are going to be Chainlink, ICP, and Dash experiencing 6.5, 4.5, and 8% in downside. Very modest pullback here. They were doing quite well just yesterday. So typically upswings are met with retracements and pullbacks here. With all the red we've been having, it's nice to see some green. However, I wouldn't be too excited just yet, as I still suspect support is needed to be confirmed here. However, we do see the bullish incentive for crypto shining through. Zooming out to the week, we can see price action still in its red phase here, continuing to find support, continuing to solidify a bottom here, continuing to regain its upward trajectory. We have BitTorrent and Rose and Near Protocol still maintaining their bullish incentive here, with capital flowing into these projects. A lot of these other coins are experiencing what appears to be 10 to 15 to just about 20% in downside. LRC, Helium, Filecoin, and Spell experiencing a good 20% in downside. So in my opinion, this is quite normal for cryptos, and this is what we need to see in order for us to see continued hundreds of percentages in upside here. We've had a very bullish year and a bit for crypto, so it is no surprise for us to experience this short-term red for us to continue the long-term green, in my opinion. But let me know how you feel about crypto down below. If we look at H-bar price action, currently between a key range here. When we last looked at this coin just over a week ago, we were a little too close to resistance overhead. Under the influence of bullish Robo advisors, I was anticipating continued upside here. However, I was mentioning the resistance present overhead at 33 cents is waiting to give us a hard time here, and I anticipated interaction downward towards support, which we did have a bullish interaction with on the 10th of January. 25 cents is going to be the most bullish area of accumulation here for us, as we are technically still under the influence of bullish parameters here with EngineeringRobo. We do need a second Robo advisor to become bearish to perhaps consider closing your position and awaiting a more comfortably bullish area of accumulation. At the moment, this does seem to be like a more bullish time to be accumulating, as we are closer to support. Before, we were close to resistance overhead, which would have been a slightly more volatile time to be accumulating. So we always await the confirmations here under the influence of bullish Robo advisors and prices near support. I can anticipate continued upside here until bearish parameters have been met. If we consider these two sort of swing lows that we have printed between the 14th of December and the sort of like 10th of January there, we can see price action may be interacting with an ascending trend line here of potential support. If we were to continue ourselves sideways, we could interact with this ascending trend line as support to give us the bullish incentive and momentum to get back to resistance at 33 cents, to plow through it and confirm it as support. My immediate short-term target is going to be 33 cents. Once we've broken and confirmed it, we're watching out for key level 57 cents along the way, in addition to 39 cents as two areas of resistance overhead once we've broken that 33 cent level. So let me know your thoughts on H-bar down below. We have some very bullish fundamental incentive for this coin, and technically we can consider some upside here as well. We have Ethereum falling below a key level here, $3,414 per Ethereum, awaiting a resistance overhead here. We do need daily candles opening and closing back above it to confirm it as support. Currently experiencing buy pressure and demand for Ethereum near current levels. However, the technical key level here we are looking for interaction with is going to be $2,711. That's where I anticipate price action continuing its way toward here under the influence of bearish parameters met ever since the middle of November. So we are awaiting further confirmations of the strongest area of support and the return of two of our chosen three Robo advisors becoming bullish here to begin accumulation at support. In my opinion, I do believe the overall incentive for cryptocurrency overall is very much bullish here, and the uptrend will continue once it is ready. Technically, we just may need to further confirm support and have a few more retests downward. Bitcoin, crypto, the currency currently looking for a bottom down below here, forming support at what appears to be $40,550 per Bitcoin. This is an area we need daily candles continuing to interact with as support to further solidify a potential bottom present. We do have resistance overhead giving us a hard time. $43,160 per Bitcoin is going to be a key level we have to get back over and perhaps confirm as support. Under the influence of bearish suggestions, I'm anticipating continued interaction toward the aforementioned support forming in the $40,000 range. However, the strongest area of technical support for us is still waiting all the way down at $34,655 per Bitcoin, an unlikely target but not impossible, as we are under the influence of bearish Robo advisors here. In my opinion, I still very much anticipate a six-figure Bitcoin throughout this year under these conditions. However, at the moment, we just may not be ready yet. These types of pullbacks and retracements are very healthy for the overall continued uptrend for Bitcoin, as Bitcoin does like to experience tremendous upside in a very short amount of time. This last year and a half have been very bullish for Bitcoin. So it is not surprising that we've been experiencing some rather dramatic short-term downside here if we are to continue the long-term euphoric upside that we have been experiencing and likely will continue to experience. But let me know down below your thoughts on cryptocurrency currently, if you're bullish or bearish here. We have printed a rather nice higher low on the 10th of January relative to a swing low on the 21st of September. If that becomes the lowest low for Bitcoin here, this would very much smell like a bottom, and I can very much anticipate some moonage ahead. Always await the confirmations though. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below, and tune in for the next one.